Good morning, children. Today we shall see the third chapter of OC 11th standard, that is Business Services Part 2. The term commerce includes support services such as bank, insurance, warehouse, transportation, communication, etc. related to trade. Banking is related to all other services. One can't think of trade and commerce without banking services. It is a wrong belief that bank provides services to trade and commerce only. In modern times, bank does on behalf of customers many financial and non-financial functions. Banking services are interwoven with human life. Let us understand the origin of the word bank. We all know that the institute providing services of banking is called a bank. The first bank of the world started in Geneva in the year 1407. The word bank is derived from the Italian word banco. Evidences of the activities of the bank were also found in the ancient times. The word emerged in Roman Empire, where the moneylenders known as Macella used to establish their small temporary shops on long bench called bancu within a closed fence. The word bancu and bank have been derived from this. What is a bank? According to the Reserve Bank of India, bank is an institution which collects deposits in order to lend them with the condition to return it at the end of the fixed term or whenever it is demanded. Let us understand the meaning of a banker. A person who is doing banking business is called a banker. We shall understand the functions of the bank. Following are the main functions of the bank: to accept deposits, to lend money, to invest money, to perform interbank transactions. To accept deposits. Bank accepts unused money from public in 4 different accounts: saving account, current account, recurring account, fixed deposit account. Bank pays interest on the amount deposited in all these accounts. The rate of interest varies. The greatest responsibility of the bank is to maintain the trust of the depositors. The second function of the bank is to lend money. The bank accepts deposits from public, and these money received through deposits is lended by the bank. Bank pays low interest to the depositors and lends it to the borrowers at higher rate of interest. Interest that is paid to the depositors is lower than the interest charged to the depositors. The difference between the two is the profit of the bank. Normally, banks lend money through loans, through overdraft, and through cash credit. We will see the detailed explanation of this in the next class. To invest. If the bank cannot invest properly or lend amount of deposit received or its capital, it cannot get sufficient return. It is the most important function of the bank to invest money properly with safety and with calculation. When critical financial situation arises in bank, then with the purpose of easy liquidity of investment made by bank, as per the rule of RBI, certain percentage of deposits amount should be invested in government securities of low interest. The remaining amount is invested in financially prosperous units. The next function of the bank is to do interbanking transactions. Every bank has to do interbank transactions to remove short-term financial crisis. It may be for 24 hours only or less than that. If such situation arises, RBI is informed. Through the appointed agencies by RBI, unutilized money is sent to the needy bank by RBI. During these transactions, money lender and money borrower do not come into direct contact. The borrower bank has to pay interest on the amount received. Rate of interest is determined on the basis of demand and supply of money in the market, and hence it is known as call money. In this transaction, money is received before 24 hours. That is why it is called call money. The number of account holders increase due to the regularity and care in core functions of bank. The more the carefulness of bank, the more is the number of account holders of bank. With this, we come to the end of the core functions of bank. Now let us see the subsidiary functions of bank. Besides the major functions, in current times, bank provides various services to customers. Account holders are attracted towards services offered by bank because it is time and expense saving. Competition has increased in banking sector. Hence, to attract customers, banks try to provide various types of services. The various types of services provided by the bank are called the subsidiary functions. The first subsidiary function of bank is to maintain financial transactions of customers. Banks on behalf of customers pays the amount of checks drawn by the account holder in favor of other party or a person and recovers money of checks received by the customers from the party or individual. Besides this, bank provides services of paying electric bills, insurance premium, telephone bills, etc. Bank transfers money from one account to another. All these services are provided by the bank on behalf of its customers. The second subsidiary function is transaction related to currency. In India, import-export trading is done through banks. This requires foreign currency. The banks whom the Reserve Bank has given permission of foreign currency maintains transactions of foreign exchange. Besides this, bank provides service to bring and carry documents related to trade with foreign countries. The third function of the bank is issuing traveler's check. While traveling in a country or in foreign countries, people bear the tension of cash money being stolen or lost. Banks issue traveler's check and they are relieved from tension. Traveler's check holder puts his signature as the specimen signature and encashes them anywhere in the country or in the foreign country in any branch of the bank. These types of checks are more reliable and is easily transferable. With the facility of ATM, the importance of traveler's checks is increased. To issue letter of credit. Letter of credit is a letter written by one bank regarding the credit of its account holders to another bank. The letter shows the amount of credit granted to the account holder. Due to this letter of credit, financial transactions run very smoothly and become reliable. The letter shows the name of the person, amount granted as credit and payment period. Service of demand draft. Demand draft or DD is a check written by one bank to the branch of the other bank. The amount is paid to the person whose name is written. For this, the person or the institution that wants to send money to any individual or institution fills the prescribed form and requests the bank to issue the draft. On the basis of this, bank prepares draft indicating the details as per the details filled in the form such as name of the receiver, amount, etc. Bank gives an order to its branch situated at the money receiver's place. Bank charges some commission which is called as draft charges. The document which indicates the order is called the demand draft. To provide service as underwriter. When a newly established company is started or when it wants to raise funds for collection of capital, it always has a fear whether it will get the amount for the issue or not. The company finds difficult to run the business if it does not get minimum amount. At this time, bank ensures full or minimum amount of subscription. To provide information regarding the credit of the parties related with the bank. Bank frequently performs financial transactions with clients. Bank is aware of their credit and financial stand. The concerned firm or institution which is in business on credit with other party wants to know about the reliability and financial stand and contacts bank. Bank issues solvency certificate of the institution or individual within the limit of law. It is to be noted that it provides only information, but bank does not take any responsibility. To provide other related services such as ATM, DMAT, safe deposit vault, etc. Today, banks provide other services such as safe deposit vault or locker facility where you can keep your valuables in the bank. ATM, DMAT, credit card, debit card, etc. To conclude, banks provide many types of facilities. As a result, customers find relief. In the present time, bank provides the facility of paying electric bill, telephone bill, insurance premium, which saves the time and expense of the customers. With this, we come to the end of the two main functions of bank, the core functions and the subsidiary functions. We shall study the types of bank accounts and the other e-banking in the next class.